our crumble topping. So we're gonna first start with our 3/4 cup of flour. Doesn't have to be sifted, that's good. And then 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And then 3/4 cup of sugar, granulated white sugar. 4 tablespoons of brown sugar. It could be light or dark. This is light. Mix it all up. You're gonna go ahead and add 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Make sure it's cold. I set it a little bit into the freezer. I had it set out a little bit, it was too soft, so I put it in the freezer for just like a few minutes. Now it's pretty chill and cold, so put it in there. With your fork, you're gonna cut it in pieces. And then you're gonna mix it in by pushing down with your fork until it becomes a crumble. Pack it like that. And we're gonna set this in the fridge as we prep our batter and our cream cheese filling. And we're gonna put this inside, cover it with a cellophane, and put it inside the fridge. And it doesn't have to be a specific timing. It just has to be until your batter and your cream cheese filling is done and we're ready to create our cupcakes, and then we can take it out. Now it's time to preheat your oven at 350. Next, we're gonna be starting with our cream cheese filling. First, you're gonna be needing to add your cream cheese. Make sure that your cream cheese has softened, and you'll see that it pushes in very nicely. Add that. Next, we're gonna add 4 tablespoons of sugar. And we're gonna go ahead and mix it with our mixer until it forms into a creamy substance. Now that you see that it's turned into a creamy substance, we're gonna go ahead and separate our egg. And we're only gonna be using our egg white. You will be using the egg yolk, so keep that to the side. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Scrape the edges one more time. We're gonna blend it a little bit more, and then we're gonna go ahead and place this in the refrigerator as well to have it a little chill as we prepare our batter. We're gonna be using 1 3/4 cups of flour, using 1 teaspoon of baking soda, Okay, next we're going to be putting baking powder, which is 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Next we're going to be using 1 teaspoon of salt. Next we're going to be using 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1.5 teaspoon of allspice, and a pinch of nutmeg. And then stir it all up. Evenly mix it up, and then we're gonna set this aside. It smells divine. You could totally feel the holidays here just by smelling this mix. I love this time of season. Okay, next you're gonna add your egg, your 1 whole egg, along with the yolk that we kept from earlier. Next, you're gonna add 2-3 cups of brown sugar. Next, we're gonna add 1/3 cup of granulated sugar, white sugar. Next, we're gonna add 1 cup of pumpkin puree. Next, we're gonna add 1/2 cup of oil. And then we're gonna add 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt of any brand. And last but not least, it's gonna be 1.5 teaspoon of vanilla. A little bit drops in there, that's okay. And you're gonna mix it all up evenly. Now that we got our wet ingredients all mixed in together and blended evenly, now we're gonna gradually add our flour dry ingredients until you reach a thicker consistency, like a batter. All right, it's looking perfect. Now let's try to get this all out. My favorite part, of course. Trying to get all this batter out. Oops, one flew at the camera, guys, sorry. All right, perfect. Okay, next, we are gonna line our cupcake trays. And we got some really cute, festy holiday cupcake liners. All right, guys, so now we're ready to pour them in. First, I'd like to say, go ahead and crumble this up. It's been sitting in the refrigerator, and this is perfect. This is how it's supposed to look. Keep some that are big lumps and some that are small lumps. If you want to regather them up again, you can form them and then just roughly do that, and you have bigger chunks and smaller chunks. And then keep that aside. We're going to use that as the topping. Next, we're going to put some cake batter under each one. So I went ahead and I put 1/2 tablespoon underneath, and with a teaspoon, so I could fit my spoon in there, I'm trying to just evenly open them up. And I think we're good. Take 1/2 teaspoon of your cream cheese filling and drop it in. Now, take your batter and cover it. All right, guys, so we have some cheese left. We're gonna show you what we're gonna do with that later, okay? So you're gonna take your crumble, take the crumble and place it on top. Right, we went ahead and placed all our topping on there. It looks awesome. And now we're gonna go ahead and place this in the oven on, like I said, 350 degrees for about 40 minutes. We're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna show you the process. It takes about 40 to 45 minutes depending on your oven. So we will show you what the aftermath will look after we're done. And they're done. They look awesome. You're gonna be putting them on a rack, a cooling rack, until they cool off. Just double check. We could take a little toothpick and poke through it. And if you see that it's crusty and it comes out clear, you're good to go. So we're gonna wait about 30 minutes until they're completely cooled off. And I'll show you what's next. Guys, our cupcakes are completely cooled off. Now with the rest of your cheese frosting that we placed inside your cupcake, take your whisk, dunk it in. It's gonna get messy, guys.
Thank you for watching Galore Flavors. If you'd like, click down below to subscribe to my channel for more delicious recipes yet to come. You could also check us out on Instagram and Facebook. I'll see you guys next time.